I am Nahush PN.
I am Prajun Gowda.
I'm Neil.
I'm Nikhil MY from New Horizon College of Engineering.
Hi guys, my name is Nanandi.
We, the students of New Horizon College of Engineering, are here to address regarding our culture has accepted two huge lies. The first, if you disagree with someone, you hate the person. The second, if you love someone, you accept everything the person believes or does. It's nonsense. You do not have to compromise the conviction to be compassionate. To understand the above phase, here are some illustrations. We belong to the world's largest democratic country. There are n number of political parties and political workers. Among them, there are two huge national parties. They are Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) followed by Indian National Congress. Both the parties have their own follower base. The followers of BJP deliberately believe what Prime Minister Narendra Modi does is all wealth and good to India, and even they believe there is no leader beyond him. On the other hand, the followers of Congress, irrespective of circumstances, they oppose BJP and emphasize their own party. In the above, we found the followers of Congress who hate their opposition, so they disagreed. On the other hand, the followers of BJP who loved their party, loved their leader, so they agreed with what their leader did. Here's the next illustration. We belong to India, the country which believes in spiritual. The majority of them who believe in monks or Guruji. They even believe the words told by Guruji regarding them is always true. In any circumstances, they don't deliberately go beyond the words of Guruji. Even they follow the terms and conditions told by them. It's kept to the perspective. There are some who do not believe in spiritual and don't even care in the words of Gurujis. In the above, we found some people who disagreed with the words of Guruji and they hate them. On the other hand, the majority of them who loved the words told by them, so they agreed with Guruji.
And today I'm going to speak on the topic, if you love someone, you have to agree everything what they say, and if you don't agree with someone, that means you hate that person. So I'm going to speak on this with the help of two examples. One is family and the second one is workplace. So in a family, it's always that you have parents and then your siblings. So whenever they give you some advice, it is because they love you and not because they're jealous of you or something. But we take it in a way that because they hate us or so they're always against us, they're speaking bad about us. We keep that in mind. But actually, whatever we do, they have more experience than what we have. So they tell us the best that of their knowledge that they can. But when we are at a workplace, that is, it's a human instinct that every person wants to be better than the other. So a person can try to put you down so that he can come up. So whenever he gives you some advice, you must be very careful because it may lead to your downfall.
I am going to do a presentation on the following quote. To explain this quote, I am going to take one example. In this example, there are three characters, Ram, Lakshman and Ravan. Ram and Lakshman are best friends and Ram and Ravana close friends. Ram is very friendly with everyone in the class and Lakshman is very particular about his friend circle. One day, Lakshman saw Ram speaking to Ravan, so he came to Ram and told, I don't like you speaking to Ravan, so don't speak. I am going to relate that example to the following quote. Our culture accepted two big lies. If you disagree with someone's lifestyle, you must fear or hate them. Here, Ram disagreed with Lakshman, but which doesn't mean that he hated him. To love someone means you agree with everything they believe or do. Here, Ram loved Lakshman, which doesn't mean that he should believe whatever Lakshman thinks. Both of these concepts are nonsense. You do not have to compromise your personal convictions to be compassionate. Here Ram doesn't need to change his opinion on Ravan to be best friend of Lakshman.
Or old rituals, in the sense that it's not renewed according to time. So the educated new generation offers the old culture and the myths is almost seen as revealed, and of course people around us don't judge with us, and moreover judging on us anything we speak and find the fault in us. And when it comes to second statement, maximum people expect same from us, that we agree to what they say. In human tendency, it's not necessary and can be said utter foolishness to some extent. All aren't perfect in everything, may be wrong sometimes, and it's mentioned that if someone important to us, then we should correct it. Mistakes are made to be correct. It's not necessary that we should listen what they say or agree with them. Love and care is meant to be free, not out of force. And finally, it's not actually necessary to hate the person to whom we don't agree, or we should agree to our believed wonders. Thoughts affects people around us, so if we act and think right, then it's possible to change the old myth and move on. I will be using two parents and kids to throw a more light on the fact that compromising conviction in order to compensate is very wrong and actually throws the person you love to jeopardy. Let's say a child was caught stealing by parent A. Rather than convicting, scolding and punishing, the child parent A takes a bad decision in trying to compensate and decide to just let the child be uttering words like he just like a child and doesn't know what he is doing. When he gets older, he'll surely learn. The parent say gets a plate and serves the child dinner to show that he loves the child. The family of the parent B on the other hand scolds the child when the same action was carried out by the child, and he starts crying. After a little while, parents B draw the child near to speak to him, giving advice to the children by saying, "Don't steal, it's very bad thing. If you do, you will be ending behind the bus." Then the parents A just did as the parent B, giving a child dinner. See, we can see that parents A, in the name of being compensated, it is actually just ruining the life of the child, because the child grows with a feeling of entitlement to whatever he wants to matter, however he gets it, and the child becomes a potential robber and a vice to the society. This becomes the result of not convicting the child at an earlier stage, just like parent B, who corrected the child and made the child to learn how wrong he was. Parent B convicted the child and still showed compensation. Let's be guided to taking better decisions when it comes to the people we love. Thank you.
I'm going to be talking about the above mentioned topic in the light of areas such as sports and celebrities. According to me, we as a system have totally forgotten that every individual in the society is questionable. So, for example, if you take in sports, if you like one particular team, you would still support them even if they indulge in malpractice or cheating, just because you're a fan of that team. And in the same instance, if you don't like a team, for example, say your rival team, you would still spread negativity or hate that team even if they're doing good things. So this shouldn't be normalized. We have to look at things in a very broader way and have to stop emotionally being affected while making decisions or judgments to anything. The second example being celebrities. As all of us know, India is a place where celebrity worshipping is practiced on a large scale. For example, if you like an actor or an actress, that doesn't mean all their actions are justified, be it good or bad. On the contrary, if you don't like an actor or an actress, that doesn't mean you have the right to troll them or defame them. So this was our take on the topic. Our society has accepted two huge lies, that you'll always disagree with a person if you hate them, or you'll agree with a person when you love them. And both these ideas are total nonsense and shouldn't be normalized. Thank you for watching.